You know that she hurt you. You know on paper you should be done with her. But you still catch yourself missing her, even reaching for the phone. You might ruminate on the good days, and you might be half hoping she'll come back. You might wake up and she's your first thought, wondering whether she'll come to her senses and realize how she treated you poorly. And maybe you'll wish she apologized. And you'll feel like a fool for it, weak, like your body didn't get the memo your head did. You're not weak and you're not broken. What you're feeling has a name and a reason, and we're going to talk about it in this video. You're not actually drawn to her. You're drawn to the shape that she fit. Your nervous system doesn't chase what's good for you. It chases what it knows. You repeat what's familiar. You don't necessarily do what's good until you start to see the pattern. And she fit a hole that was there inside you long before her, long before she existed. And let's spend a minute to recognize how that hole got dug. So go back far enough, and love for you probably wasn't a given. It was something you earned. Maybe it was a parent who ran warm when you were good and cold when you weren't. Maybe it was a father whose approval you could almost reach if you just did a little more, but you never quite closed that gap. And love came in flashes and then pulled back. So you learned to keep performing to bring it home. A boy in that house doesn't learn that love is a place you rest in. He learns that love is something you chase. You win it, you lose it, you earn it back, and the warmth only counts because it might vanish. The chase itself starts to feel like love. So years later, when a woman runs that same pattern, hot then cold, close then gone, and approval you have to keep earning, your body doesn't read danger, it reads home. She didn't wire you. She just plugged into an outlet that was already there. It was installed when you were too small to know it was being put there. So the emptiness, it's not the shape of your ex. It's a hole that was dug a long time ago. It's a trauma bond, and it's the most painful relationships that pull the hardest. It's not a coincidence. And it's not love. It's a bond built out of the cycle itself. Think of the relationship like a sine wave. First cruelty, then warmth, cold shoulder, then I miss you. Your body gets trained on the intermittent hit, the same way that hooks a gambler on a slot machine. The unpredictability is the drug. So when it's quiet now, part of you doesn't feel free. It feels that withdrawal. And withdrawal lies. It tells you the thing that hurts you is the thing that you need. And because your body learned that chaos is home, calm reads as danger. So a calm woman who actually treats you well, she can feel boring or off or no spark or even dangerous because your nervous system doesn't recognize safety as love. It recognizes the chase as love. So you keep getting pulled back towards that wreck and towards chaos and away from the thing that could actually hold you, away from love. And until you rewire that, you'll call the poison chemistry and the medicine emptiness. The way out of this is to grieve the fantasy and retrain the body. You don't will it away. You learn to outgrow it. You start by grieving that fantasy. You don't grieve the woman. What you miss usually isn't what was, it's what you hope it would become. You need to mourn that. It needs space. After that, you stop feeding the withdrawal. Don't go onto her socials. Don't reread her texts. Don't just check. Every time you look is a hit that resets the clock. After that, you teach your body that calm is safe, and it happens slowly. It takes a long time. You spend more time around steady people. You develop steady routines. You build a nervous system that gets to calm down. Safety has to be practiced before it feels like home. And then the pull fades, not when you hate her, but when your body finally believes there's something better than the chase. And remember, hate isn't the opposite of love. It's indifference. To understand what those nights actually are, the pull is remaking you either way. If you go back to that pull and you answer that ache and you re-enter the cycle, it deforms you in a way. It wires the boy who chases even deeper. If you sit in the withdrawal and let it burn, that will build you. It'll build you into a man whose body finally knows familiar from good. It's the same craving, but it's two different men on the other side of it. It's going to be slow, and there's going to be nights where the pull is so strong that you're sure you were wrong to leave. And that's not true. That's the old wiring. But there is a version of you who feels that old tug, and he recognizes it, and he lets it pull like the weather, because finally you know the difference between what's familiar and what's good. And on the far side of that, love stops feeling like a fire you have to survive. It gets to feel like a place you can rest in. So if you feel like you're still drawn to her and you're hating yourself for it, stop. You're not weak. You're just wired for something. And wiring can change. You weren't really ever chasing her. You were chasing a shape. If you learn the shape, you can stop chasing the ghost. The code I'm going to leave you with here is you're not drawn to her. You're drawn to the shape that she fits.